Welcome back everyone. So in today's video I'm going to go over my stock photography earnings for the month of October 2022. So without further ado, let's get started. So I thought I had to take advantage of this great weather that we're having in November. It's currently November 7th and it's like 64 degrees out. That's crazy. Okay, so let's get to it. So a quick life update. Yeah, the other day I woke up and I was about to go downstairs and I heard this loud shh. I'm like, is there a fan down there or something? So anyways, I went down and then I opened the bathroom door because that's where the sound was coming from. And there was just water pouring everywhere. I mean, it was on the ceiling, it was coming down from the ceiling, behind the toilet. I didn't even know where it was coming from, where the source was. Eventually I did find it and it was coming from behind the toilet. I think the main line feeding the toilet broke, and yeah, that caused water to spray everywhere, soaking everything. The bathroom was flooded. The basement was flooded. Somebody else's basement was flooded. We're in this little townhouse, so it's attached to another property. And yeah, crazy stuff. The building manager was pretty good about it. We have renter's insurance, so anything that was damaged, and there wasn't much damage, will be covered. And it wasn't really our fault, so that's really their problem. Anyways, yeah. So I also want to thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. I've hit that 500 mark, and we're on our way to 1,000. It really means a lot, so thank you again for subscribing, and I hope you're getting something from these videos. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the earnings. So the first agency I want to start off with is Shutterstock. On Shutterstock I have a little over 1,400 photos and a little over 100 videos. There are one video sale for this month, and I have about 5 highlights that I want to go over. The first one is from a tutorial that I did not too long ago about creating magazine type photos, where I used a microscope and I did some editing in Photoshop to make it really stand out, in Lightroom, not Photoshop, to make it really stand out, and it sold. Actually it's selling repeatedly. I'm surprised at how much it's selling. It's not like it's that unique of an image. There's a lot of microscope photos out there, but it just goes to show that uploading fresh content is definitely beneficial to your portfolio. Yeah, so that one sold for 10 cents. It's not the amount that matters, it's the fact that it sold. Well, the amount does matter, but I'm also happy that it did sell. The next one I want to talk about is one that is pictured frequently on these earnings report, and that's of my wife in the hospital when my son was born. He's laying on her chest, for that skin-to-skin contact. That one sold, I think it was an on-demand sale, and it sold for $8.40. The next one is one that's quite similar to that. It's more or less the same photo, just a different angle. That one also sold, that one sold for $4.05. The next image is eye drops on a blank white background, and that one sold for $1.51. Like I said, products on white backgrounds always sell. Go see my video on that one. Yeah, objects on white background just affords designers a lot of latitude to do what they wish with the image. All right, so let's get to the video that sold. I recorded this video quite a while ago. I want to say back in 2018, or maybe even 2018, 2019. But yeah, a few years ago. I think this is the second time it sold, but anyways, I'll run the clip now. So as you can see, it's just me washing a baby bottle at the kitchen sink, and yeah, that sold. It only sold for $2.25, but okay. All right, so that brings us to the total for Shutterstock. So in total, I sold 83 photos on Shutterstock and made $37.25. That's nothing outstanding, and it's not the worst either. Compared to last month, that's down $4.25. So yeah, that's it for Shutterstock. The next agency we're going to talk about is EyeEym. Okay, so let's talk about EyeEym. On EyeEym, I have a little over 1,400 photos again, and there's no videos. EyeEym does not support videos, so that's a non-starter. All right, so let's talk about the sales. I want to talk about 4 or 5 highlights. The first one I want to talk about is an image that I also took a while ago, and this was a candid portrait of my son and my wife in the living room, and my son's looking directly at the camera, and he has a little smirk on, which is pretty cute. Yeah, and that one sold for $1.05. That's sold on Getty Images through the partner collection. Actually, all of these images that I'm going to show you was sold on Getty Images through the partner collection. Someone on one of my videos asked me why I don't upload to Getty Images. And I find the process a little tedious for iStock/Getty. You know, you have to put in these terms and whatnot. Yeah, it breaks what I'm used to in terms of keywording for other stock agencies. And when it comes to stock photography, the fact that we're earning so little from each sale makes me want to do as little as possible. I want to invest the minimum amount of time for the most reward, right? So if the site causes me any hiccups when I'm trying to upload or deviates from my standard process, then I'm just not gonna upload to it. So then I upload to sites like EyeEym, who will distribute those images out to places like Getty Images. Yeah, so that's the reason I don't upload to iStock Getty. It's just a different process, and I don't really care for it. All right, let's get to the next photo. The next one I want to talk about is also a picture of my wife and my son. This time they're out at a local park, and my wife is pushing my son in the swing, and you know, they're laughing, he's laughing, she's laughing, they're all around having a good time. And that one sold for $1.32. Okay, there seems to be a little trend going on here, because this next photo is also one of my wife and my son, and they're at home in the living room, and my wife is reading a book to him. I think it was like Blaze and the Monster Machine or something. Yeah, if you have young kids, you'll know that show. But yeah, so that one sold for $19.25. So definitely not a bad sale. I'm pleased with that result. All right, this next image, if you've watched any of my previous earnings videos, you will have seen this one. And it's of my son and my daughter out in the backyard, and they're hugging each other and smiling. You know, it has very nice bouquet in the background. That one sold for $24.97. So a very good sale there. Next is an image that I created some time ago, and I'm sitting in front of the computer, and I have a couple monitors and a laptop, and on the screen you have like computer code, like, you know, I'm developing a software or coding a website. That one sold for $26.60. Also a very good sale. Yeah, so that brings us to the total for EyeEym for October 2022. So in total, I sold only 16 photos and made $85.11. So that's very good for only 16 downloads. Yeah, that's an average of around $5.30 per photo, so pretty good. In comparison to last month, EyeEym is up $10.67. All right, so the next agency we're going to talk about is Adobe Stock. I don't know what those are, but they're interesting. So on Adobe, I have 1,250 photos and 59 videos. I have about 5 highlights that I want to talk about, so let's get into it. The first 3 images are related in that they're all about prescription drug use. Yeah. So the first one I want to talk about is an image of me wearing a red shirt, pouring out pills into my hand from a prescription bottle. That one sold for $2.01. The next one is an image of me sitting at a table and there's a prescription bottle right next to me, and I think it was like a controlled substance or something like that. Anyways, that one sold for $1.05. The next image is one that me and my wife created. She's sitting at the floor. There's a bunch of prescription pill bottles. Some are laying down, some are standing up, and there's some pills on the ground coming out of one of the bottles. For that one, you can use your imagination of what it's trying to depict there. That one sold for 36 cents. The next image that also sold for 36 cents is a composite that I did in Photoshop with a blank chalkboard, and in Photoshop I composited onto it a caution sign, and written in that caution sign is the words "coming soon." Yeah, as I said, that one sold for 36 cents. And one that I didn't expect to see still selling is one that's related to the COVID-19 pandemic, specifically the stimulus checks that went out in the United States. This one sold for 36 cents, and it's a composite image with vector and raster images combined. So I have some $20 bills and the American flag, and written across it is federal stimulus package. The next 4 images are all related to time in some way, either time passing by, time running out, it's never too late, stuff like that. And all of these sold for 99 cents except for one that sold for 90 cents. Yeah, things about time apparently sell. Time is a commodity that's always in short supply. So I'll put those images up now. And yeah, that's it for the highlights for Adobe Stock. In total, I sold 139 photos, 0 videos, and altogether that made me $111.14. So not a bad month for Adobe Stock. However, that is down $18.81 from last month, but I still consider that pretty decent for Adobe. Like I've always said, Adobe is a constant performer, consistent performer. I can always count on it to boost my monthly earnings every month. All right, so that's it for Adobe Stock. The next agency we're going to talk about is Envato Elements. So let's get to it. Okay, let's talk about Envato Elements. So Envato is by far my largest portfolio. I have 2 different portfolios on Envato Elements. Combined, they make up about 2,979 videos. Well, that's the exact value. Yeah, Envato Elements doesn't accept videos. That's for Video Hive, but I'm not on Video Hive, so let's talk about the photos. So the first photo I want to talk about is a beautiful fall picture that symbolizes this time of the year, fall. So it's just an image of yellow, orange leaves on a tree, useful for like backgrounds or anything like that. That one sold for, or that one earned on Envato, $4.29. Not bad. All right, and the next one is a calendar photo, and if you've seen my videos, you can guess which month that was. So it's of October, of course. That one earned $3.85 on Envato Elements. All right, let's move on to the next one. And the next one is a macro image of my wife's eye. And I really like this image because you can see all the intricate details of the iris. Yeah, that one's earned $5.33. And the biggest earner for this month on Envato was an image of me writing out a check on a table and my cell phone is next to it. That one earned $8.81. And the next two photos are very similar. They were taken on the same day. And the first one is of me with glasses on and I'm using the computer like I'm developing software or coded a website again. And that one earned $4.25. And the next one is just an image of the computer screen, the laptop screen, and the two monitors in the background, and that one earned $4.87. Yeah, and that wraps it up for the highlights for Envato Elements. There were some low lights, of course. Envato also seems to get sales for, you know, the 1 cent, the 2 cents, and all of that. Yeah, but not a bad performance overall from Envato. In total, I sold a whopping 846 photos. Crazy. And I made $182.63. So not bad. In fact, compared to last month, that's up $4.91. Pretty good. All right, so that brings us to the total for October 2022. So in total, I sold 1,084 photos and I made $415.13. So not a bad month overall. I'd like to see that a little bit higher. Of course, it could always be higher. Compared to last month, that is down $7.48. So staying relatively stable. And that's all right with me. All right, so I want to thank you guys again for subscribing to the channel and having us reach that 500 mark, and we're on our way to 1,000. That said, please subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. If you want to see more videos like this, ring the notification bell so you don't miss a video. And yeah, until next time, have a good one.